Hello and welcome to Verdictum. I am Ananya Singh and today we are going to take a look back in time on some of the most notable judgments pronounced by Justice Mukesh Kumar Rasik Bhai Shah. But before that, let's take a brief look on the life of Justice M.R. Shah. Born on May 16, 1958, Justice Shah got his LLB degree from Gujarat University and enrolled as an advocate in 1972. He practiced for over 20 years and represented the central government and the CBI during his years of practice. In 2004, he was appointed the additional judge of the Gujarat High Court and a year later became a permanent judge of the same High Court. In 2018, he assumed office as the Chief Justice of the Patna High Court, and the same year, in about 3 months of his serving as the CJ of Patna High Court, he was elevated to the Supreme Court. Justice Shah served for over 4 years as a Supreme Court judge and retired on May 15, 2023. During his tenure as a Supreme Court judge, he pronounced some very important judgments. We will discuss some of them in this video today. Number 1. Arup Bhuyan versus State of Assam Home Department and another. In this case, the bench of Justices M.R. Shah, C.T. Ravi Kumar and Sanjay Karol overruled the observations made by the top court in State of Kerala versus Ranif and held that mere membership of a band association is sufficient to constitute an offence under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act of 1967. In the previous case of Ranif, the top court rejected the doctrine of guilt by association and observed that mere membership of a band organization would not incriminate a person unless he resorts to violence or incites people to violence and does an act intended to create disorder or disturbance of public peace by resorting to violence. Number 2. Mahesh Karemantirki versus State of Maharashtra. The Nagpur bench of the Bombay High Court, comprising Justices Rohit B. Deo and Anil N. Pansare, acquitted G. N. Sai Baba and 5 others in a UAPA case alleging Maoist links. The High Court granted immediate release on the ground that the trial was held without a valid sanction as mandated by Section 45 of the UAPA and allowed the appeal filed by Sai Baba challenging a 2017 order of the trial court convicting and sentencing him to life imprisonment. The matter reached the top court. The bench of Justices M.R. Shah and Bela Trivedi observed that the offences for which the accused were convicted by the trial court are extremely serious in nature and against the sovereignty and integrity of the nation. The High Court has not at all dealt with and considered anything on the merits of the judgment and order passed by the trial court. The accused G. N. Sai Baba has been discharged on the ground that there was no sanction on the day on which the trial court took cognizance of the case and even framed charges. However, the same question is required to be considered in detail. The Supreme Court said while suspending the judgment and order passed by the Bombay High Court. Number 3. Ankush Maruti Shinde versus State of Maharashtra. The case relates with a crime committed in June 2003, with 5 people being brutally killed and a woman being raped. However, the 6 accused in the case were falsely implicated and were death row convicts. The persons accused belonged to nomadic tribes coming from very poor background and working as laborers. The 3-judge bench of the Supreme Court, comprising Justices A.K. Sikri, S. Abdul Nazir and M.R. Shah, was hearing the matter and directed that re-investigation be conducted in the matter, while noting that there was a serious lapse on part of the investigation agency, which affected the fair investigation and trial of the case, thus violating the fundamental rights of the accused guaranteed under Articles 20 and 21 of the Constitution of India. One of the accused in the case was even found to be a juvenile and opined that he was made to live in solitary confinement and under subhuman conditions for several years. In fact, all the accused in the case were kept under constant stress and in perpetual fear of death. The Apex Court also directed the state government to pay a sum of Rs 5 lakh each to the accused as compensation, as they lost some valuable years of their lives due to the false implication, and their family members also suffered due to them being death row convicts. The judiciary holds the power to change the lives of people, and Justice M.R. Shah has played an instrumental role in that regard. With that, I, Ananya, saying thank you for watching Verdictum. For more such informative content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and download the Verdictum app on iOS and Android for latest legal news.